Students, already we have completed the first part of the oceans and fishing. Today we are going to discuss about the second part, part 2. In this lesson, we learn about the fishing village on the coastal plains. And generally, you know, the ocean water is saline due to dissolvement of the different types of minerals, and only the main use of these oceans are fishing and the other seafoods we are getting from that oceans, and we are using the oceans as the waterways for trading, international trading. So these are the main resources we are getting from the oceans. So let's know about the lifestyle of the people who are living on the coastal plains. So we are going to know about a village, Bhavanapadu. This village is located on the coastal area of Andhra Pradesh. In this Bhavanapadu village, the people's main occupation is fishing. And there is a person, fisherman, his name is Appalakonda. Generally, he is a poor man. He goes to fishing in the early morning with the help of his wife. He get ready to go outside for fishing, and he has a batch, he has a team of 20 members, fishing team, and he works on the Tatarao's boat. Generally, the poor people, the poor fishermen, they are unable to purchase the boats own, so they works on the other person's boats. Of course, the Tatara also not rich. He purchased that boat for 6 lakhs from Odisha, and he borrowed money at the rate of high interest because he has no assets to show the bankers to get the loans. Generally, he spends 5,000 per trip to the fishing every day for the diesel and for the wages of the labor. And also, he take the advances from the middlemen. Who are the middlemen? The middlemen will purchase the fishes from the fishermen, and they will supply, they will export to the other cities. So the Tatara also generally, usually, he take the advances from the middlemen, and after the fishing, he sells that fishes to that middleman at the rate, the price fixed by that middleman. Generally, this price is lower than the market price, as he borrowed from them. Regularly, daily, they check up the engine and the diesel and the pulling ropes. By checking all these things, they starts to go into the sea. And generally, they go up to 15 to 20 kilometers in the sea. And their wives will wait for them with anxious, because there is most danger on the oceans every day. So the fishing occupation is the brave and dangerous occupation. The Danamma is the wife of Appalakonda. Generally, after completion of domestic work, she goes to work on the salt pans. What are the salt pans? On the coast, generally, some water is stored. Some water is stored. These are called as the water salt panels, and that water will be dried up. So they get the salt from the pans. So Danamma and other persons, especially female workers, they will work on the salt pans on the daily basis. And also there are small type of boats also there. They are called the locally made, the country made boats are there. These are very small and they are used to go up to 5 kilometers and they are used for the small catch up only. In that type of fishing, generally they get the fishes, they catch up the fishes and their wives go to nearest markets to sell that fishes and they get that money. And the wives of fishermen, they are called as the Barakattelu. Generally they sell the fishes in the local markets. And the middlemen will purchase the catch of the fish from the fishermen and they will transport that fishes in the cold containers to Bombay, Madras, Hyderabad and other. They get 4 times more than the fishermen. They get more profits than the fishermen. But fishermen are very poor, they are not getting any profit. So the fishing is not only the occupation in this area. In this area we have the loam soil. So agriculture and rearing of animals also the other occupation of these in this village. Generally the rice is the main crop for them. Of course they are not getting the full water for the agriculture because the village is laid on the tail end of Vamshadhara river. They are not getting the sufficient amount of water for cropping. So their agriculture mostly depends upon the rainfall. Due to not getting the sufficient of rice also, they are taking the rice from the ration shops through the white carts. And the drinking water is the main problem to them in this village, in the coastal areas especially. The water is salty. The saline water is not used for drinking. So commonly they walk to 2 kilometers to get the drinking water. And sometimes they have the wells and they will dry up in the summer. And also the water is also salty in that wells. The government is also taken one program, water protection project, but it was failed in this village. Even though they got the support from the youth, finally they lost that project. And the other occupation is rearing of animals. They rear the cows and buffaloes and agriculture. Mostly there are no large farmers. The farmers are only small and marginal farmers are there. And the fishermen in this village, they are using the different types of nets. The types are varied on the basis of the kannulu rings. And they generally nowadays they are using the ring nets. In the olden days, in the earlier time, the nets were made of the cotton thread, but the recent nets, they were made of the nylon, plastic and other material. And one time, if they purchase one time, it gives the service up to 4 to 5 years. And they purchase that nets depending upon the weight of that net. Generally per kg 250 to 300 rupees per kg. And the ring net weighs 500 kgs, but it is useful for them to catch the big fishes. It is very helpful and mostly used in this region, ring net. And also they have the repairing kit of the nets. This kit has the Nulu Karralu, Nulu Kanda. They will stitch the holes and they will repair the nets after the fishing time. Generally they return from the sea from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sometimes late night also they will come. Okay, after coming they will repair their nets. There is a daily activity we can see in that village. And also social life of the villagers. Naturally they worship the Gangama, Shiva lords, and they celebrate some festivals. The festival they are celebrating is Gauri Purnima. They are celebrating this Gauri Purnima socially, mutually, and the celebrations were held. The celebrations led by the caste headmen. They are called as the Pillas. Generally these Pillas, they settle the dispute among the fisher folk, and sometimes they impose the fines also. Those fines will be reserved for the common fund for that village. So this is the life of the coastal plains. We have learned about the Bhavanapadu village.